So this is a bit of a different workshop. It's about how you build an acoustic speaker. So this is a project we run a lot with schools and universities. It's a really good way to introduce the properties of bamboo and how to create a quick everyday product. So this acoustic speaker, you put your phone in the top and it enhances the sound. It's really quick to make and really affordable. It's also, if you've had some of our offcut boxes, this is something you could make with those offcut boxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through how you cut, shape and produce this acoustic speaker, so it's something that you can easily replicate in the classroom. So the first thing I'm going to do is select my bamboo, and then the area that I'm going to create my speaker, I'm going to take some masking tape and I'm going to mask down the length of the bamboo. And what the masking tape is going to do is it's going to give us protection for the bamboo whilst we cut and drill the bamboo, and it's going to stop it from splitting. So just all the way down, and then obviously we're going to select the area that we want to create our speaker. You could then take a right angle ruler like this and you can create that nice curve that we can see on the speaker, and that's to help project the sound out. So if this is the center, I'm just going to take 2 measurements. I'm going to make this a total of 20 millimeters long. Sorry, 200 millimeters long, 20 centimeters. And then I'm going to use a 45-degree ruler, right angle, just to measure my first 45-degree here. And then I'm going to draw a nice line. And then I'm going to take my saw. If you want, you can use a tenon saw or whatever you like. And then I'm just going to cut down this line. I'm sawing that cleanly through, and I'm going to discard the spare piece here, and then I'm going to match exactly the other side. So I'm going to use the node to measure, and I'm just going to measure from here to here, which is going to be 5.5. So I'll make a mark here at the front, and then I'm going to measure the back of the curve here, and that's going to be 10. Just double check your measurements as you go. It's very easy to mismeasure. And then I can freehand draw a line, and I can check that with my right angle. Okay. Pop that back in, right. And I'm going to cut that other right angle through. Just making sure that I match the same angle. So make sure it's on the same angle as the other side. Okay, now that's all done. What I can start to do is create this slot in the middle. So I've got my measurements that I've done in my early prototype. So that's a total of 8 centimeters across, so 4 each side. I'm going to put this right at the top where my phone's going to sit. So this is the slot. So what you need to do is you need to measure your phone and work out the distance that it needs to be, and then you need to also measure the width of your phone, and that will determine the size of this slot. And then you can pop this in here, and those are the two extremities. And then using your ruler, you can draw between the two to get a nice neat line. And again, just cross-check that measurement. And then I'm going to take, my phone is 10 centimeters wide, so I'm going to use a 10mm drill bit, and I'm going to drill out this slot here using a drill. So you can use a hand drill or you could use a pillar drill. And I'm using a wood style drill bit, so it's got this little pointy bit at the end, and that's going to really help to guide into the bamboo. And just carry on and drill down into the bamboo. So if I'm doing this process with students, sometimes I'll do the drilling for them. Depends how confident they are to drill. And then finally, I'm just going to use a knife and I'm going to clean out bamboo. And just drill out the middle. Finish off just with a knife to open this slot up so my phone. And I'm working along the grain of the bamboo, and if you work along the grain, it's really easy just to open this all up. And I'm just using a Stanley knife here. Okay, so that's all opened up. And now once I'm happy, I'm going to remove all the tape from the bamboo. So then I can just see what my final piece looks like. I can tidy up the piece itself. So it just allows me to look at my slot and just see if I need to open it up any further. Okay, that's looking good. Now, at the moment, this will roll all over the place, so it's not stable. So what we need to do is just create a little support for the back. So I'm going to take a smaller piece of bamboo, and I'm going to just measure that again and then cut this. So the measurements going to be 10. So I'll make a mark at 10. And then I'm going to cut through using the bamboo saw. Okay, and then the final stage of this is I'm going to take a hammer and I'm going to split this down the middle to create a half. And if you follow the grain of bamboo, it splits really, really easily. So that's 1 and 2. And you will see right there, split right in 2. So that's super easy. And then we're going to fit it on the back here so that it stops it from rocking around. And so in the middle of it, I'm just going to create a little groove that will fit around the node. So I'm just going to measure the middle of this. That's 4.5. Pop this gently in the vise just to support it. Then I'm going to take a rounded file and I'm just going to create a small groove so just creating a little oval in the support piece, and that's going to allow it to fit around the node. And that's fitting quite nice. I'm just going to do a little bit more. So just keep checking it in the on your stand. So that's fitting pretty good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my trusty glue gun and I'm just going to put a bit of glue on here to glue this in place. Through there. That's not something I regularly use, but a glue gun everyone seems to have in schools, so it's always something easy to do. If you wanted to, you could secure this with a dowel. I'm just looking at a really quick way to do this, and that's going to help try not to get any glue on your hands, and then we're going to just let that set quickly. Okay. The final stage really is about how we want our speaker to look. So I've got some samples of bamboo here, so you can see some different colours, and some of them are sanded and so on. So what we can do is we can either add some stickers or we can get this looking really, really nice. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit more, and I might take some sandpaper and just clean this up. So the final stage I'm going to do is just looking at the finishing and the overall aesthetic of our speaker and how we can make it look quite cool. Okay, so now you've finished your speaker, it's about making it look unique and a bit different, and think about different finishes. You can obviously use spray paints, you could use wood stains, you could use all different types of finishes on your speaker to give it something distinct. You could put stickers on. What I'm going to do is I've dug out some spray paint that we've got in the workshop, and I'm going to add some colours to it. So what I might do is I'm going to use some electrical tape just to mask off different sections of it, and then I'm going to spray away. So I think I'm just going to let the ends have a cool colour to them. So I'm just going to wrap this tape around all the parts that I don't want to paint. Okay. And I'm going to aim just to have nice crisp lines around here. And then I'm going to get a bit of paper to spray on. I'm going to lay that there, get my paint and give it a really, really good shake. And then I'm going to pop a mask on and just spray this up. Okay, so I've sprayed it and you can just see I've got some cool red detail on it. Sure, you can come up with something cooler and better, but here's a quick example of how you build a pretty snazzy acoustic speaker. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And any comments of how you think we can do this better, please let us know. Thanks ever so much.